Hey guys, I'm here about to head out to the 7th annual Vietnam Pride. Hey! Although it's kind of unofficial because we're not really allowed to have a mass gathering here in Vietnam, so it's kind of on the down low. Actually, the US Embassy just said that it discouraged people from going on a Pride walk, but going to the after parties was totally okay. However, still headed to the Pride walk. Gonna go check it out and see what happens. Yay, Gay Pride Vietnam. We decided to meet up with some friends at the newest edition of the queer bars in Saigon called the Tipsy Unicorn. Although Saigon has a population of about 9 million people, there's still only a handful of openly queer spaces. After a couple of drinks, it was time to head to Nguyen Hue Street, also known as Walking Street. It is one of Saigon's most historic sites, centrally located in the city. Attendees gathered around to dance, snap pictures, and march up and down the street carrying a huge gay flag.
Hi, bao nhiêu lâu chưa gặp. Năm nay 25 hay 30, 35. 30 and 30 hay so boy, this is I know giấc mơ đã chết khi ta qua 25. Ta đã quá buồn tầm. Feeling myself như phụ nữ của năm. I'm really really hot, mày gặp beat 500. Hay mà flow như mưa lì xì. Em super duper fly như má tôi Missy. Nhịp tim phải thoát cho em ít oxy. Hip thì phải hop, chỉ có nhất không có nhì. Anh muốn hôn đôi môi em whisky tasty. Nếu chỉ mainstream hay là under. Đời này quá hẹp, con nương tựa nhà thờ. Thoát ván cờ này chỉ có freedom mà thôi. Tên tôi là Boy, đưa thế giới bằng vào nồi. Những thứ kia không rơi xuống đây thì cho không. Thế giới này như sương mai bay.
Although the government seems in no rush to push for equality, Vietnamese citizens' acceptance on the LGBTQ community is expanding, especially among the younger generation. As with any Pride March these days, corporations were also in attendance to show their support for the community. Torrential downpours sent me home for a bit to rest and get ready for the late-night party happening at Arkin. Gender Funk is a party series aiming to create safe spaces to express gender and sexuality. They throw monthly parties which include games and a slew of drag performances, usually focused on local talents. However, since this was a special event, they even hosted drag talent from neighboring Cambodia. I had the opportunity to speak with Nisine. She's a local drag queen originally from Saigon, but who has also lived in Hanoi for several years. We spoke on her thoughts about the Pride celebration in the North Vietnam as opposed to the South. Is there a difference between Pride in Saigon and Hanoi?
I would say that Pride in Saigon is a bit more pink washed, but we're also trying to get past that, so it's a good thing. I think Pride in Hanoi has more of a organic feel to it, and you see people being genuinely happy to celebrate that, whereas the more often than not the case of Pride or Pride Month in Saigon is more about sales or like buying and selling rainbow shit. So
is that what you mean by pink wash?
Yes.
I was also doubling as one of the DJs of the night, but once my set was finished, I was able to catch up with some of the volunteers and organizers. John Mark is originally from America, but he has been an organizer for Gender Funk for the last couple of years. I wanted to get his thoughts on how he has seen Pride change.
For last year's Pride, do you feel like, how is this any different from last year?
Last year was similar. Last year was like the first Pride that I feel like was really big, had a lot of people showing up. So I feel like last year sort of set the tone for how Pride is going to grow. It was sort of like the starting point, it felt like. So I think this year was a little bit bigger. There were a little more people. We raised a lot of money for charity at this event tonight, which is really exciting. So I think it's just going to keep growing every year.
Anything else you would like to say about Pride or gender funk? LGBT community?
Oh my god. Tôi yêu cộng đồng LGBT Việt Nam. That's it.
I also spoke with Hang Lê, a volunteer for Genderfunk, on Vietnam's shifting attitudes on the LGBTQ community.
Do you think that Vietnam will actually ever change
Yes.
its laws?
Yes. So like my experience, like when I was young, like 10 years ago, people would think that homosexuality is like a disease, a communicable disease that you would catch. You should stay away from gay people. But now people don't think it's like that anymore. And then just a few years ago, I heard a story from the Mekong Delta where two guys tried to get married and the authority tried to break them up. And then 2 years later, gay marriage got decriminalized. It's not like legal, but it's not illegal either. Like it's making some small steps. It's actually like help the community a lot. There's a lot of gay group that's actually like lobbying the government, everything like that, and it's making small steps. We don't need to have something like substantial to happen, but it's just a small step, and then we will achieve some goal eventually.
After a long day of drinking, dancing, DJing, and volunteering, it was time to head back home, the quickest way possible, which is by hopping on a motorbike taxi. Thank you so much for watching. This is Eduardo Culbo. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and love you for watching. Thanks.
25 dạ.